Maestro! Who's the best at making videos for you and me? TRAINB, he knows what must be done when something is not finished. TRAINB, trained by 54, trained by 54. Forever let us hold our hands high up in the sky. Come along and sing the song as long as you're along. TRAINB,
Expedition Thomas. The engines on the island of Sodor are good at many different things. Gordon likes pulling the express. Thomas likes his branch line. And Percy likes taking the mail. But sometimes, the Sodor engines and the Danville locos like to see many different sights of Sodor. Like Action Canyon, Knapford Station, the Sodor Airport, and the beautiful valleys and mountains. One day, Thomas, Percy, and Phineas were helping Ferb and Isabella shunt trucks into the sidings. The cars were being less cheeky and troublesome, and they don't like being biffed. "Oh!" they cried. "Whatever is wrong with us?" Thomas, Percy, Phineas, Ferb, and Isabella shunted until there were no more trucks left. And finally, the job was done. Phew! This is hard work. For a minute there, I thought this job will never get done.
Yeah, but still. Thank you guys so much for helping me and Ferb with the extra shunting.
No problem, Isabella. Glad we can help. Later, Sir Topham had arrived. Well done, Thomas, Percy, and Phineas. You three have done an excellent job for helping out Ferb and Isabella with the extra shunting. Thank you, sir. It was the least we can do. No problem. We certainly love the extra help around here. Good. So, because of the excellent job you guys have done, I have decided to give you 5 special jobs for this afternoon. The engines were very excited. Phineas, you must go to Brandon Docks to help Cranky unload cargo. Yes, sir. Ferb, you and Percy will take the mail for tonight, because we've got a boatload of mail waiting to be delivered.
Yes, sir.
We'll do our best. Isabella, you can take empty freight cars that you and the others shunted to the coal yard.
You got it, sir.
And Thomas, you get to take the passengers to the Sodor Airport before their plane leaves at 8:15 tonight. I won't let you down, sir! Thomas was taking the passengers down the main line on board Annie and Clarabelle to the airport. But he had to stop at a signal. Thomas was getting cross. Bother! I'm going to be late! Hello, Thomas. Oh, hello, Edward. Running a little late again? I believe so. I just need to get these passengers to the airport before their plane leaves this evening. Upon looking over at Edward's train, he sees a mountain out in the distance. Thomas got a little curious. Edward, what's that mountain out in the distance? Oh, that is one of the forbidden mountains of Sodor. There was meant to be a railway line around the mountain, but they closed it off due to a much disastrous reason. And what might be that disastrous reason, Edward? Well, many years ago, before we came to Sodor, or even the Danville Locos, the mountain was being used as one of Sodor's most popular destination spots ever visit. So many people around the entire island of Sodor really love the landscaping of the mountain and even the wonderful mountain peaks. But unfortunately, it would all come to an end. We heard the cry of one of the most legendary creatures to have ever existed. The Yeti. Because of the legends of the Yeti was being true and is now in the mountain waiting to keep everyone out, we have no choice but to close the line. Legend has it that the Yeti still lives in the mountain and wanting to sabotage the line if anyone gets into the mountain. Well, hasn't anyone tried to fence up the line so no one can come into it again? Well, they were going to do that, but due for the fact that they don't want to go down the line where the Yeti is, still waiting for them, they decided to leave the line unfenced. And even to this day, no one ever takes that line ever again. Gosh, that's horrible! I can see why the Forbidden Mountain is still forbidden, even to that day. Indeed. Just then, Thomas's signal dropped, and Thomas was clear to go. Goodbye, Thomas. You better be careful tonight. Oh, I will, Edward. Same to you, too. Goodbye. Sir Topham Hatt was waiting on the platform for Thomas. The airplane was just about to leave. And that was when Thomas finally arrived. Sorry I'm late, sir. I just had to wait at the signal with Edward. You don't have to be sorry, Thomas. You've just arrived in time before the plane left. Oh, phew! Thanks for knowing me that, sir. Well, that's quite alright, Thomas. We all make mistakes these days. But for now, first thing tomorrow morning, I want you to help to take some fish from the seaside village to Brendam Docks. Yes, sir. But when Thomas arrives at the seaside village the next morning, he can see 6 freight cars, all filled with smelly fish. Hey, you! That is a lot of fish!
Good morning, Thomas. I know you don't like the smell of fish, but it has to be done, so for this train, you must be very, very careful of those fish. So only go a little fast. they can get rotten very quickly at slower speeds.
As Thomas was following with his train, he came across a red signal and had no choice but to stop once again. This made him cross. Oh, great! I'm gonna be late again! Then Thomas could see a line right next to the signal. I wonder where this leads. Thomas arrived, seeing the Forbidden Mountain in the distance. That looks just like the mountain from yesterday. Then an idea puffed up into Thomas's boiler. If I take the Forbidden Mountain route, then I will be able to get my jobs done on time. So the points were switched, and Thomas puffed to the Forbidden Mountain. This is wonderful! I'll be done with my job in record time! As Thomas made it to the top of the mountain, he comes across a bridge when he came out of the tunnel. Perfect! As Thomas puffs across the bridge and down the hill, he can see Brendam Docks. He felt amazed. Sir Topham Hatt was waiting for Thomas and Whiff to arrive. The boat was about to leave in 15 minutes. Then Thomas and Whiff arrived, with the freight cars loaded with smelly fish. Right on time, you two! You two have done a really great job! Thank you, sir!
Thank you, sir. Say, Thomas, how did you manage to catch up with me after you waited at that signal?
Oh, guess I'm just quicker on my wheels. Then Thomas thought to himself, yes, my plan worked. If I keep taking the Forbidden Mountain track for the next few days, I'll get my jobs done much faster. Day after day, Thomas takes the Forbidden Mountain track to get all of his jobs done. And in the end, he manages to arrive on time. At the end of each day, Thomas comes home to Tithma's sheds, very exhausted, where Percy was there, feeling a little tired himself. Man, what a day! What did you do today, Percy? I took at least 5 tons of mail for an entire week. But luckily, I managed to get them done this afternoon. Just then, Sir Topham had arrived. Good evening, Thomas and Percy. I hope I didn't disturb you two. No, sir.
Of course you didn't, sir.
Good. So, Thomas, I have one more job for you this week. I want you to take some passengers to Knapford Station, where Spencer will take them to the Sodor barbecue tomorrow afternoon. So you better not be late.
Yes, sir.
Good then. After Sir Topham had left, Thomas and Percy went to sleep. But something went wrong at the Forbidden Mountain. The next morning, Thomas got up extremely early as he could, as the warm fire spread throughout his firebox. He was coupled up to Annie and Clarabelle, and soon heads over to Tidmouth Station. They arrived at Tidmouth Station to collect some passengers to take to Knapford, where Spencer will take them to the Sodor barbecue, just like Sir Topham had told Thomas. The conductor blew his whistle, and Thomas puffed away. Perfect! Then Thomas stopped to let his driver change the points. Then he gave a fair warning to the passengers on board Annie and Clarabelle. Okay, everyone, this is gonna be a very bumpy trip, so stay in your seats at all times. Thomas took the mountain route with no problem at all. Everything is going swell. If I get the job done, I'll take a nice rest at Tidmouth Sheds. But little does Thomas know that he was about to be in grave danger. As Thomas made it to the top of the mountain, he is excited to get down afterwards. But then there was trouble. The track ahead was broken. Oh no! Thomas applied his brakes and stopped just in time. Bust my buffers! What happened to the tracks? I don't know, but it looks like no one is hurt. I'm gonna go down the mountain and call Sir Topham Hatt for help. But how? I don't know. But I believe there is an old abandoned station down there at the bottom of the mountain. Maybe it might have a phone down there. Oh, be careful down there! And please make it quick! It's getting windy up here! Meanwhile, back at Knapford Station, Spencer, Percy, with Edward, Phineas, Ferb, and Isabella were waiting for Thomas for a long time. Ugh! Where on earth is Thomas? He's late!
Just give him some time, Spencer. He'll be here in a minute now.
Sir Topham Hatt was having breakfast in his office. But then the telephone rang. A few moments later, he found the engines still waiting for Thomas. Spencer, with Percy, Edward, Phineas, Ferb, and Isabella, I have just received a phone call from Thomas's driver and fireman. Thomas is stuck up on the mountain, and he can't get out of there. We have to go and help him out. Wait a minute, sir? Did you say he's stuck on top of a mountain? Yes. Why? I think that's one of the forbidden mountains of Sodor. I think that is where the Yeti is sabotaging the line around the mountain. And chances are, he's gonna try to rip Thomas apart in the process.
Oh no!
Well, what are we waiting for? We have to go and rescue Thomas. My fellow Sodor engines and Danville locos, roll out! Soon, the engines arrived at the Forbidden Mountain route. Sir Topham Hatt took a look around. Thomas should be around here somewhere. Keep a look around.
Oh dear. What's taking my driver and fireman so long? Oh no! That's the cry of the Yeti! I have to whistle to my friends!
With all of his huff and puff, Thomas blows his whistle, and it echoed around the mountain. The other engines can hear Thomas's whistle. It's Thomas! He is on top of that mountain! It looks like he needs our help. Percy, Edward, with Spencer, Phineas, and Ferb, you guys stay here with me to help me with each line in the mountain. And Isabella, you go up to the mountain to try to get Thomas out of there.
Yes, sir! I'll get Thomas back down as quickly as possible!
Be careful, Isabella!
I'm coming for you, Thomas!
Isabella finally made it to the top of the mountain and sees Thomas. Isabella! Thank goodness you came!
Thomas! Are you alright?
Yes, I am. I've been here for the past half hour. But the only point is that I'm safe for now.
Yikes! We better get you out of here as quickly as possible!
I wonder what these switches do. What the? How did I not see that?
No time to explain, Thomas! Let's go!
Isabella pulls Thomas down the cave to try to get away from the Yeti as the ride suddenly becomes like a roller coaster. They stopped after they made it down 20 feet deep inside the mountain. How much longer are we gonna... What? Let's get out of here, Isabella! Thomas and Isabella puffed down the mountain like a roller coaster. The passengers cheered. And Thomas and Isabella spiral up back to the mountain. They can see the station where all of the others are.
Thomas! There's the station where all of the others are! I think we're gonna make it!
Great! What could possibly go wrong? At last, they made it out of the mountain and made it to the station. The passengers were happy to be out. Phew! Just in time for tea. Sir Topham Hatt walked over to Thomas. Oh dear, what will Sir Topham Hatt say? But Sir Topham Hatt wasn't cross at Thomas. He was very pleased. Well done, Thomas. I was watching from the station platform. You are very brave to take this track. You are a really useful and a very brave engine. Oh, thank you, sir. Tomorrow, we will fence up this line to make sure none of us take this track ever again. And Thomas and the other engines agreed. But no matter if there is a legend in a forbidden place, there is always a way.
Something scary. Think the situation is getting kind of hairy. Coming down the track, that's Thomas and his friends, ready to be your brave heroes again. La 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 la. Let's be brave. La 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 la. Let's be brave. Let's be brave. Maybe there's a strange noise. Maybe there's a monster. Maybe your imagination drives you bonkers. Coming down the tracks, that's Thomas and his friends, ready to be your brave heroes again. La 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 la. Let's be brave. La 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 la. Let's be brave. Let's be brave. You can be scared and still be brave. You can be a hero every day. You can be scared and still be brave. You can be a hero. Hooray! Let's be brave. Let's be brave. La 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 la. Let's be brave. La 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 la. Let's be brave. Let's be brave.
Hey guys, this is SamAttack4427 here. Thank you so much for watching this special video on my YouTube channel. I know it's a long one with this being well over 30 minutes in length, but you know, I'm just cheap like that. But anyways, I want to give a special thank you to one of my friends and fellow collaborators on YouTube, John McDowell, aka Trainboy54, for letting me re-upload this episode of Tomy and Trackmaster T&F to my YouTube channel. So, if you want to check out his stuff and what he does on his YouTube channel, then feel free to click on his icon right in the middle, that'll take you there. And of course, if you want to keep up to date with me on updates, announcements, and new releases of my videos in the near future, then you're more than welcome to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, my Blogspot site, and Pinterest. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos coming up in the near future. And of course, I'm going to leave you guys 2 of my videos for you to check out. The one to your left is, of course, deleted scenes from the episode that you just saw, so you're more than welcome to click on that. And of course, the video to your right will take you to one of my family movie collaboration episodes, this time on the Thomas movie, King of the Railway, so you're more than welcome to check it out through there. And of course, if you want to see the episode that you just saw for yourself alongside the deleted scenes, completely uncut and unedited, then you're more than welcome to check out the download links for them in the description box below. Once again, I want to thank you, Trainboy54, for letting me re-upload this episode of Tomy and Trackmaster T&F to my YouTube channel. It's really worth it, and you're a really nice guy for letting me do that. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next video. But until then, I'll see you all later. Take care.